Hello and welcome once again to Big Game Bound alongside Jared Payton, the son of sweetness. I am Chris Hagan. We're coming to you live outside of SoFi Stadium. And JP, you are a fashion maven. You're the trendsetter. So look at this.
Yes.
I went top button. Doesn't
that.
feel right though.
It does feel right. You look good, man.
Does it make me look more handsome?
I mean, it gets you ready for anything that you have to go through here at Super Bowl. You got to be a fashionista.
I feel like maybe I need some bigger shirts. It's kind of choking me a little bit, but we'll
okay.
see. We'll see if it lasts the entire program. I tell you what, man, we've been talking all year about the teams that are big game bound. We know about those two right now. It's getting a little bit exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think we're getting up to that moment now, Chris, where we're starting to see people kind of funnel into LA, and you're getting that Super Bowl kind of week experience now. It's about to kick off and start. I think everybody's getting ready for this big game on Sunday.
Your dad was a running back. You were a running back. I think you still could be a running back. So we're going to talk a lot about running backs today. Let's start with a big key player, also from Mississippi, like your dad. We're talking about Cam Akers. We're talking about that entire Rams backfield. Darrell Henderson, they say they're optimistic they could get him back. You throw them in with Sony Michel. That's a pretty good group. We'll break that down a little bit as the show progresses. But let's talk about Cam Akers right now, about a guy that's battled back from injury. And, man, the Rams have certainly utilized him as they go down this stretch.
Yeah, it's been difficult for him to be out most of the year with that Achilles injury. I can't just imagine what it's like to have to battle through that to get back for the postseason. He's been able to do that, and a big key to why the Rams are going to be here trying to play for that Lombardi Trophy on Sunday. But, yeah, you love the way that he runs. He's kind of like that engine or the missing piece to that offense that gets them going.
Much like me and your dad, a Mississippi native, so you got to realize that. Sean McVay, also a big fan of him. Now, Akers dealing with a little bit of a shoulder, but he's battled back from injury all season long, like we've talked about. Let's hear from the Rams head coach right now.
It's an incredible tribute to Cam and his ability to be able to tear his Achilles just before we're starting training camp, to come back, to be available. He's one of those guys that just brings a spark to this team. He's got great ability. I think his upside is phenomenal, and he's going to be a core piece of our team for years to come. But he's going to be a big part of this game, and hopefully we'll be able to establish the run game. And when the ball's in his hands, good things happen. And if not, he does a great job competing without it.
When you come back from an injury, sometimes as a player, the player wants to get back maybe before he's ready. As an athlete and a competitor, do you have to kind of listen sometimes to what the doctors say and say, hey, you're not ready to go back out there?
Yeah, you have to, because sometimes you'll put yourself in harm. And my biggest thing when it comes to injury is if a guy is hurt and he knows that he can't perform at a high enough level to be able to help his team, more than likely you should sit out and let somebody else get in there and get some burn. But listen, sometimes you're working really hard. You feel like you can go, and we've seen that, this man, Cam Akers, he can do what he needs to do on the football field. He's just got to stay healthy. That shoulder is one of the things that's kind of interesting to see if it's going to play out, especially on Sunday.
And a mindset, though, like maybe if it's week 3 of the season, the player will be like, I'm not good. But we're talking about the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about once you get into your first week in the NFL, nobody is healthy anymore. So it is a battle to be able to find a way to be able to get to the end of the season without being injured. If you start off with an injury, trying to come back, especially if your team is good to get to the postseason, that's even harder. So Cam Akers, hats off to him for being able to get himself ready to play.
Let's talk about this venue here, SoFi Stadium. I've only seen it from the outside, haven't been inside yet. I'm so excited to get in there, and they've been planning this for months, just like we've been getting excited and ready for the Super Bowl. But as we see, each day we've been here, more and more activity. I can only imagine what's going on inside that building right now as they're getting ready and putting all the things in place.
Yeah, this is one of those special places that everybody wants to get a chance to come see a game and, have the opportunity to be here. I'm going to be on the field on Sunday handing out the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, so I'm going to be able to see everybody around. I've done it in a bunch of stadiums. This one back here, SoFi, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Now, did you talk to Commissioner Goodell yet about having a +1? I mean, I think I need to be out there.
Actually, you are on the ticket, so don't worry. Just meet me at Gate 5 and tell them who you are. They're going to let you in.
And then I'll get beat up by like 10 security guys. But no, Jared said it's cool. So, yeah, we'll talk about that after. Yeah, it's an exciting time. I can only imagine. We've been all over the NFL. We've seen all these venues, all the stadiums. But the one in Vegas is incredible. But I saw this one. I was like, wow. So I can't wait to get inside on Sunday. Now, as we mentioned, Today's all about the running backs. We're going to start with the most important position in your mind, in my mind. And you talk about one of the all-time greats. You had a chance to chat with one of them.
Yes, I did, Chris. Get a chance to talk about this matchup that's been going on. Everybody wants to talk about the quarterbacks with Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford. For Matthew Stafford, it's been a long road to get to this game right here that he's going to be playing on Sunday against the Bengals, and a lot of ups and downs. And I talked to Eric Dickerson, Hall of Fame running back from the Rams, and asked him what it would mean for Matthew Stafford to be able to hoist that trophy here at SoFi.
People look at Matt Stafford and have said that he's not the guy, Eric. I'm telling you, he played in Detroit, those receptions. He can have the big numbers. He never can win the big one. He never won a playoff game. I mean, all the negative stuff, I'm sure. And I'm sure for him as a player, he's tired of hearing it, because I'm tired of hearing it for him. I've always liked Matthew Stafford as a player. He reminded me a lot of Brett Favre, a gunslinger. He played for a bad football team for many years. And it's really unfair because you know how football is. I mean, you play for those bad teams, you have it's like you have no choice. And they blame the star player. So who they blame? They blame Matt Stafford. So I'm really happy for him. I think for him winning the Super Bowl would most definitely lock him in as a Hall of Famer because he has the numbers. There's no doubt about that. But he will get in the Hall of Fame at one point. Would be a first ballot, second ballot. But I know he's a great player. Like I said, I've only met Matt Stafford one time, but I'm happy for him as a player.
When you look at the wide receivers that he has at his disposal, man, for Odell to come over from Cleveland and to have the postseason that he's been having, it's been phenomenal for this Rams offense.
It has been phenomenal for him, and I'm glad for Odell too, because when he came available, I was hoping we'd get him. You hear so much noise about a person, he's this, he's that, but I know how that is. I mean, they said the same thing about me. And so he's been nothing but a professional here, I got to say. He's been a great player for us. I hope we can maintain him. I mean, he's made some big catches, some big plays. I'm looking for him to have a breakout game. I hope it's in this Super Bowl and have him to work with Cooper Kupp. And, man, I'm going to tell you, if we had Robert Woods, it'd almost be unfair. I just talked to Robert. He's not on injury reserve. But, it's great to watch a guy, that you pull for. I mean, you pull for guys to play well, and I'm glad he's on our team playing well.
Well, Cam Akers, he's missed some practices, but how vital is he to that running game? If I'm talking about anybody that can run the football, I got to get your perspective because it seems like this offense is built about them running the ball and then taking those shots down the field.
Well, you got to be able to run the football. I mean, if you can't run the football, you become one-dimensional. I've been on one-dimensional teams where we just ran the football solely and we throw it, maybe 8 to 10 times, which is it's hard to do that. But when you have a lot of weapons outside and you're able to run the football, it just gives you that double threat. And with Cam Akers, he made a difference, and you saw it when he came back. That second game he came back, and the cuts he could make. I think it was against Arizona. The cuts he could make. The quick acceleration through the hole, and that's the difference. I mean, it really is. You have to have a running game, and he's made a big difference. And hopefully that it can just keep going into this game coming up Sunday.
Are you surprised at how well Joe Burrow has played only his second year in the league? And what is that Rams defense and that front seven going to have to do to be able to make sure that he doesn't have a big game?
Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised in a lot of ways. I liked him at LSU. I like Jamar Chase at LSU. They're a great combination together. But the thing is that when he got there, I'm like, man, I hope they don't get him hurt. That's all I kept saying, don't get him hurt. They got him hurt his first year, but he came back in his second year. Look, he's going to the Super Bowl in his second year. Only somebody can think that did that is my friend Dan Marino, from the Miami Dolphins. But to stop a quarterback, you have to hit him. And they can say, well, in Tennessee they sacked him 9 times, well, we sack him 12 times. That's what it takes. But we have an offense that can maintain. We can score just like they can score. So we hope that it comes in our favor. But I do like him as a quarterback. I think he's going to be one of the stars in the National Football years for years to come.
You think you have any trouble running up against that front seven of the Rams? I know how fast you were in the juke. I mean, Aaron Donald's that's a different beast that we ain't seen in a long time.
And let me tell you something. He's a lot like Reggie White. Seriously, man, a lot like Reggie White. Some people don't know how great Reggie White really was. Aaron Donald's a true player. I mean, he's a guy that plays hard every week. A lot of times I text him after the game and just say, man, I just love watching you play. And his reply is always, thanks, big dog. Man, he's just fun to watch. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, sometimes you're like, damn, that's how quick he got in the backfield. I mean, because as an offensive player, there's not a lot of defensive players you watch, especially interior linemen. You want to see the linebackers and the defensive backs, flashy guys, but Aaron Donald's just that guy. I mean, you look around the Rams Stadium and you see 99. You see that number everywhere. And think about it, that's a defensive lineman. Usually that guy is the star quarterback or the star running back. The guy people wear their number. They're wearing Aaron Donald's number.
For Sean McVay, this is a big one as well. That Super Bowl against the Patriots didn't pan out the way that they had hoped. But what does this mean for his legacy if he could be able to win this Super Bowl on Sunday?
Well, Sean's he's a young coach. Hopefully he can get this one, win this game. We're at home. That's a big plus being at home. He has the guy quarterback that he wants. I'll go back to that Super Bowl we played in Atlanta. I mean, I knew we were there. I thought we had a good shot at winning, but I'm just gonna be honest. I never felt comfortable with our quarterback situation. I've been very vocal about it. I like Jared, nice young man, but I didn't ever think he was the guy for us. I didn't think he was the guy that's going to take us to a Super Bowl. I never saw that. At least win a Super Bowl. He's there, win it. No. I think we have the right guy in place. I think that Sean McVay, this is the guy that they went out and got. They wanted him. And so I think for his legacy, him as a head coach, to get a Super Bowl early would be fantastic. And then you just build off of that.
All right, so the Brian Flores lawsuit against the NFL, a lot of talk right now we're starting to see about racism and inequality when it comes to Black coaches in the NFL. You had to deal with your share of racism. Just talk about that, what you're seeing play out now and what you had to deal with as you were in the NFL.
Well, you see in the NFL, it never changes. I mean, it's been like that from the inception of the National Football League, and it's not changed. I mean, it's a little better. It's better for sure. We're not in the 50s and the 60s, but still thinking that Black coaches and Black players only have certain things they can do, certain jobs they can hold. And then that just hasn't changed. I mean, it's sad to say that, but that's the ugly truth. They want to avoid it. They don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about everything else but that. Just like the league is 80% Black, one head coach. It would be like having a HBCU Black college, and you got it's white except one. We got one Black there, and he says HBCU. How is that? That don't even make sense. You got all these Black players, but they can't be led by Black coaches. And look, it's not about having, you got to have the right man in place. I mean, it's not just about having a Black coach. It's about having the guy can lead them, can coach them and get the job done. I don't care what color he is. It's just sad that we don't have the same opportunities. I think that's the most frustrating part. And also, all we want is fairness. And it's the same thing as being on the field player. It's different for the Black player than it is for the white player. It's a fact. I mean, you might not want to hear it. Like my dad would say, the truth is not always popular, but it is the truth, and it is the truth.
All right, when it comes to Sunday, man, who you rolling with? Who gets the W, and who you got?
Man, come on, dog. How you sound? You know who I got. Come on, man. Pulling for the Rams. I mean, I just made a $1,500 bet with a guy. 1 500, 1,000. You talking about points? I said, no, you said win. I'm going my football team. But I feel very, very confident about this game. The best thing of all, I don't have to play. I can say what I want to say. They can't put my quotes up. You put stuff up you said during the week. I don't play no football, so who cares what I say? But most definitely, I'm going with the Rams.
That was good stuff, JP. I was there when you were doing that interview, that Zoom interview, and he was keeping it real and having fun. And like a lot of guys, I mean, they love football playing, and they still love it afterwards. And he's going to roll with his squad.
I don't think people realize, if you didn't get a chance to grow up to watch Eric Dickerson play, of how good of a football player he was, his ability to go inside and outside. Everybody thought he was a speedy guy, get to the edge. He could run in between the tackles. He is one of the GOATs. And I think that if he said something about the Bengals, it would end up in their locker room. So he's got a gold jacket. He's one of the best, man. But, yeah, just to be able to see him pull for his team, it's always cool to see.
The neck roll, the goggles.
The goggles,
you talk
the
about fashion,
specs.
yeah. That's something if some of those younger fans out there, they need to take a look.
Don't forget about the Jerry curl either. Oh, the Jerry curl was always dripping wet, and every time he took off his helmet, he's one of the best.
He's one of those guys that wants to take off the helmet on the sideline.
Yes.
To let that soul glow.
You got to,
like
man.
from Coming to America. Running backs, such a big part of the game. They'll be a big part of this game. Obviously, the quarterback's getting a lot of the pub because you got two guys that have been studs so far. But let's break down the running backs a little bit further. Let's start when we talk about the Rams. Rams. We had mentioned about Cam Akers, maybe a little banged up. Darrell Henderson, getting him back. That's a pretty solid group there. What are you seeing from that side of the ball, in particular their front runner in Akers?
Well, with Akers, it comes down to his game, his ability to kind of do both things, run the ball, or also when you look at him out of the backfield as well, catching passes. So you look at his numbers over the last 3 games, and if you look at his numbers, Akers has had 5 catches for 6 targets for 62 yards, 54 carries, 151 rushing yards, Chris, 0 touchdowns. But the one number that really jumps out to me is those 2 fumbles. You can't have it. And those are key fumbles in games where you can't have. And so I think the Rams got to find a way to be able to get him started. And hopefully that shoulder can hold up. We know about the Achilles injury. He's healed. He's back. He's played in the postseason. But you never know what can happen, and any time you step across those white lines, it's going to be interesting to see if they can get him going, because that kind of energizes that Rams offense.
Hall of Famer Tony Dungy told me when he was coaching for the Colts, he said, look, most games come down to about 5 plays, 5 key plays, and you don't want that in the Super Bowl to be a fumble in the red zone. You don't want to lose the ball in your own territory. So, yeah, that's something when you point that out in the postseason as well. Turnovers could be the difference in this game. You can't put it on the turf.
Well, definitely. When you look at Joe Burrow's numbers and the games that they've won the turnover battle in every single game, especially in that game against KC. So it's going to be crucial. But, I was talking kind of just even keel about the Rams. I really love Joe Mixon and that Bengals run game. They talk about that the Bengals cannot pass block. I understand that. But when you have a guy like Joe Burrow, he can kind of take up for some of those deficiencies that you have. But in the run game, that's what they're all about. And you look at Joe Mixon's numbers, right, for the last 3 games. He's got 13 carries, 13 catches for 15 targets, 106 receiving yards, 52 carries for 190 on the ground, 1 touchdown. But that number that we talked about with Akers at the fumbles, he has none. And so what we've seen so far with the Bengals and how they're running the football, they've changed up. Around the bye week in week 10, they kind of changed up about how they were going to do things. And what they've changed to now is that they're going to be more of a pass-heavy team. They need him to not just be a guy that can run the football, because teams are putting 8 or 9 men in the box. They want him to be able to catch out of the backfield, and that's why we've seen his receiving numbers increase. And also as well, in the screen game, I think that's where he's going to be more effective, because you have a pass rush with this Rams front 7. If you can slow them down, keep them running down the field, tire them out a little bit, I think that's going to give them an opportunity to be successful, especially down in the red zone.
And you talk about that unit as well, Samaje Perine. He's a guy, they like to get to him out of the backfield as well. That's more of a catching the pass out of the backfield than a running the football kind of guy.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. You got to have guys that can kind of switch it up a little bit. And with the way that Joe Burrow is playing right now, Chris, you need guys that can not only carry the rock, they got to have good hands out of the backfield. And when you see what Joe Mixon and what Samaje Perine can do, these guys, they give you that ability outside. Now you're another receiver. Defenses have to figure out a way to be able to stop it. They're thinking about Jamar Chase and all those other receivers that they have. Sometimes they forget about the matchups underneath, and that's where those guys can take advantage against some of those linebackers.
We heard from Rams head coach Sean McVay earlier talking about Cam Akers. Right now, let's hear from JP's apparently favorite running back in this game, Joe Mixon.
Everybody walks around like they done been there before. I understand the I guess lack of experience that you guys talk about, but at the same time, everybody say we're not going to get past the first round. Then, we're not going to get past the first seed in Tennessee. Then they say we're not going to go in Arrowhead and win, things like that, man. And here we are in this situation. At the end of the day, then the bigger the moment, the more we rose to the occasion.
Sounds so calm. All those Bengals, they just sound like, well, we beat the number 1 seed. Yeah, nobody thought we'd go in there and beat. Here we are. We're Super Bowl. That's a good mentality. You think that starts from the top, probably.
It has to. It has to start at the top, but it also has to start with the guys that are making key plays that are a big part of the success of this Bengals squad. So you got to hats off to them. But yeah, they're coming in as the underdogs. The pressure's not really on them. The pressure is on the Rams. They're playing in their home stadium. Everybody knows what the offense that they have, and defensively how strong they are. The pressure's on them. These guys can come in and play like their quarterback, Joe Burrow, Joe Cool number 2. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give him number 1 because we know Joe Montana's Joe Cool number 1. But, man, Joe Burrow kind of puts this whole team at ease, knowing that even with the issues and the deficiencies that they have, he can kind of help escape that and hopefully get them a win.
Joe Montana, Joe Namath, Joe Burrow.
Come on, man.
That's some
All
lofty
of them.
the Mount Rushmore of Joes.
I'm cool with
Hey,
that.
we talk about things starting at the top. Talking about a head coach that I love. I know you love him to death, Chuck Pagano. He's my guy.
Let me tell you
You
something.
go way back with Chuck.
I go way back with Chuck. At my time at the University of Miami and then his time in Chicago, I got a chance to really, truly get to know him, talk to him on a regular basis. He's one of the best in the business.
Well, let's hear from Chuck right now, one-on-one with the all-time soundbite machine, Chuck Pagano. All right, Coach, you've been all over the place. You've coached for so long, it's in your blood. But when you think about the Super Bowl, always special, but maybe a little added pizzazz when you think about being here in Southern California.
No question about it. You know, the Hollywood, the movies, the actors. I mean, it's just big time. And I remember going there as a graduate assistant in 1984, living in Santa Monica, Pacific Palisades. My sister let me lay a futon down on the living room floor. Wasn't a very big pad, but I was living a good life. But SC, Heisman trophies, that whole deal, UCLA. I mean, that whole vibe is just amazing. I can't even imagine what it's like there now.
Well, I know you could have a career as a stand-up comedian if you wanted to, but if they were going to make a movie about you, I mean, who would we cast in the role as Chuck Pagano? Obviously, he'd be a heartthrob. He'd have to be like Brad Pitt or somebody, right?
Oh, you're too kind. I don't know who that would be, to be honest with you. Who do you think?
Probably somebody, one of the actors that was in The Sopranos, I think. You have that kind of vibe. You'd have one of those tough guys, those tough Italian guys. That seems like it'd be the role they'd be looking for.
I like that. Maybe a little Al Pacino, Scarface.
Okay.
Look at you.
That's why I said you'd be more fit to be a stand-up comedian. It's cool too when you get all the 32 fan bases together, and really, you know, nobody really hates the Rams. Nobody hates the Bengals. Why would you hate the Bengals? It's not like the Steelers or Cowboys. So it feels like a feel-good story no matter who wins this Super Bowl. Two teams and two quarterbacks you could really root for.
No, two easy teams and two easy quarterbacks, coaches to really love and to root for. What an amazing job both staffs and teams have done. Crazy, you know, coming off of. I just credit Cincinnati, you know, for having patience. The Brown family with Zach and his staff. You look at those records: 2 wins and 4 wins, and now they find themselves in the Super Bowl. Hopefully, some of that rubs off on some of these other organizations to give these guys time, you know, to build their programs and such. But yeah, two really good stories, 2 great franchises. Nobody expected, you know, a lot of people thought maybe the Rams would be there, have a chance at least, but nobody since these. So great story.
You worked with Andrew Luck back in Indy as he was a young quarterback, a lot put on his shoulders. You see that same thing with Joe Burrow. They get the high draft pick. They have all their faith in this young guy. Obviously, he can produce on the field, but what has he shown you as far as his, I guess, that it factor? And he's like, hey, let's go with this. Maybe I get sacked 9 times in a playoff game. I'm going to get up 10 times, and we're going to go out there and win this thing.
You just keep waiting, you know, for the wheels to come off, but they never do. And, you know, like Andrew, I mean, this guy, he's got great moxie, great confidence, great swagger. You know, like you said, the it factor. You know, the talent and the skill set obviously was there. You could see that, you know, back at LSU and when he was coming out, but you never know about, you know, the it factor when it comes to these guys, but he certainly has it. And he's a cool customer. Nothing rattles, you know, Joe, and he just keeps finding a way to produce. You're never out of the game with this kid. They've got great talent, you know, surrounding this guy, you know, especially on the offensive side. But he's just so cool and so collected. You know, he just, again, nothing rattles Joe. And, you know, I don't care if it's a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 18 points, whatever it is. You're never out of the game with this guy.
Coach, I've always loved you because you bring back some cool words. You brought back moxie. You talked about grit. So instead of the it factor, let's talk about the grit factor with Matthew Stafford. Here's an older guy. You know, he was toiling in obscurity somewhat in Detroit. We knew he had the talent. We knew he had what it takes. But now he gets put in a new atmosphere. He's reinvented. What has he shown you? Perhaps some things you already knew, having coached against him in that same division when you were with the Bears.
Yeah, I think everything, Chris, that we saw. over, that span in Detroit. He broke our hearts. In Indy, I think we opened up with him in 2016, I believe, and we took the lead late in the game, and there wasn't much time left on the clock, and he went right down the field, and we ended up losing to him. So we knew the talent obviously was there, but yeah, grit, resiliency, perseverance. Imagine all the pressure that was on, Matthew going to LA, what they gave up for him. It was kind of like, okay, we're one or two pieces away, especially, at the quarterback spot. And he's just come through time and time again. And, I'll be honest, myself included, just waiting again for, that old Matt Stafford, maybe an interception here or an interception there. They had a little span there where they hit, a couple, game skid, but he stayed resilient. Again, he's got a lot of talent, surrounding him, a great defense, a great head football coach, and Sean McVay. But again, it's easy. I'm not betting on the game. I can't bet on the game. I won't do that. I'm rooting for both guys. I'm rooting for a great game, and any way it goes, I mean, you're going to be fired up for each of these guys, especially Matthew Stafford.
We always talk about quarterbacks, but I know you're a defensive guy, a defensive history. When you look at that Rams defense, and you'd always talk about game wreckers, they got a load of them, don't they?
Oh, boy. I mean, all three levels, they have them. And up front, I mean, one of the great storylines and matchups in this game is going to be, that defensive front, with Vaughn, Miller coming over from Denver, and then Aaron Donald, arguably maybe the best defensive player in the game. You got Leonard Floyd, who was, I was fortunate enough to be with in Chicago for a couple of years. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing. They got a ton of speed, a ton of athleticism. The offensive line, has struggled at times for Cincy. I mean, think about, 9 sacks. You talk about grit. Joe B gets sacked 9 times at Tennessee, and they find a way to win that game on the road. They're amazing. But certainly they're going to have to do something to take care of the pass rush, for the Rams. And again, all three levels. Jalen Ramsey, arguably the best corner in the game right now. And what a great story, Eric Weddle, coming, off the sideline, coaching probably, little league 7-on-7 or whatever, flag football. And then, coming out at 37 years old and making an impact like he has. That's a great defense. Raheem Morris has done a great job there.
And last thing for you, Coach, we always talked about faith, family, and football. It's meant so much to you this game. Stepped aside from coaching, I'm wondering, do you still watch the game the same way? Can you just watch a game now and enjoy it? Or are you breaking down going, wow, this guy didn't set the edge, or this guy, do you look at it the same way, or can you just watch it like a fan back when you were a kid?
Yeah, some things never change and probably won't ever change, No, it's hard to, sit back. I don't miss the pressure side of it, the stress side of it, but you're always, doing it as long as we've been fortunate to do it. You're always going to sit there and critique it and wonder, ask yourself, would I've done that, in this situation? But it's been really, really fun. And all my friends always ask me, what do you miss? Do you miss it? This, that, and the other. Like you said, the 3 F's and the relationships, the camaraderie, the locker room, the coaches, all that stuff. That's what you really miss.
You forgot to say you miss me, Coach.
I do miss you, and I miss. When did we tape those? Was that Mondays?
Yeah, we'd go in there and you were like, let's get this over with. I got things to do. But it was always the best part of that show was off camera, the outtakes, but we'll save those for another day.
You were awesome and so gracious and so kind to me. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm very grateful for you, Chris.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, we're going to get on the phone with Pacino's people. We can see if make this Chuck Pagano. It'll probably have to be rated R, knowing how sometimes you talk, Coach. So we'll see about getting that thing taken care of, and I'll let you know what we find out.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Who is better than Chuck Pagano? Nobody is better than Chuck Pagano.
Grit.
Got to have the grit.
Got to have the grit.
Got to have the moxie.
Him.
I tell you what, we got to have some grit and moxie if you want to hit some of these prop bets.
Ooh.
And we've been talking about the running backs. Let's take a look at some intriguing prop bets we've seen for Sunday's Super Bowl. They involve the running backs. Cam Akers, JP, 62.5 yards rushing. Will he get more than 62.5 yards rushing?
I don't know. I'm going to probably have to go with the under here. I think it's that Bengals defense is going to be on high alert to stop the run.
Also involving Cam Akers, this is head-to-head. Cam versus Joe Mixon. Who will have more yards rushing, even if it's just 1 yard? Cam, you get even money. That means Mixon's the favorite. You got to lay 130 to win 100. Give me your input, and I'll tell you mine, and tell you why I'm leaning one way instead of the other.
It's hard for me because I know that front seven of the Rams is so tight, but I have to go with Joe Mixon. I think he's the guy that runs the hardest, and he is not going to be denied.
Here's why I say you take Cam. I think the Rams will build a lead. We've seen the Bengals come back a few times, and when you're coming back from deficits, what do?
Got to throw the ball.
You got to throw the ball. You don't have the running game. If you're ahead, you're protecting the lead, what do?
You got to run the ball.
You got to run the ball. So I think the Rams playing with a lead. I think they're going to be feeding Cam. We just heard McVay earlier saying, hey, big workload for him. But it goes back to that. If a team jumps out to a lead, they're going to run the ball, the team playing catch up. So that's inside the numbers, JP.
Don't forget about that shoulder injury.
Yeah, see there? There's so much to take into consideration. That's why we got JP here. That's why I decided to wear. What do you think? After the end of the show, am I a button-up guy?
Yeah, you are a button-up guy. Don't ever change.
Brett says, our guy Brett says no.
Come on, Brett.
I got a style that I have to, a brand that I'm trying to protect here, JP. And
you're the best looking anchor in India.
You know what? That's when you know he's lying. Hey, on that note, though, let's wrap it up for today. He is Jared Payton, the son of sweetness, fresh out of Chi-Town. I am Chris Hagan. We've been with you all season long, and we're going to be with you every day this week leading up to the big game. We'll see you next time. Thanks for logging on to Big Game Bound.